Third stimulus check and third stimulus package. That is Biden's stimulus. Today, Biden talked about his stimulus package, but he didn't give us numbers again. So what are the deal provisions that are coming in January? I have all those details in this recording. It's SSI, SSDI, it's hazard pay, it's FPUC, it's retro FPUC, it's multiple stimulus checks. It's all the things you've been wondering about, including EIDL grant. But the deal provisions may flux, but eligibility may change. I have all those permutations. I'll be answering all your questions you've been asking about third stimulus, including when, how much, and how soon, in this big recording of our new hit afternoon show, Third Stimulus Check and Third Stimulus Package. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm so glad you're joining me on an afternoons here on Third Stimulus Check and Third Stimulus Package, our new hit show that goes over Biden's stimulus, which is this package that's going to be done in January. I've been talking about Third Stimulus Check and Third Stimulus Package for a while. It's an expression I coined. And I remember the first time I mentioned it, people were like, I haven't gotten the second stimulus check. Why are you talking about third stimulus? Because the only way to figure out what thing is where. Second stimulus is what's on the President Trump's table now in Mar-a-Lago. That's the $600 to $2,000 stimulus check package, the big one. But everything else that's coming in January is third stimulus check and third stimulus package. And then state stimulus is the video right before this, purple. If you've not subscribed, please do, because no one's making things clear, more in-depth, more detailed than me. I'm recording more than anyone else, and I'm covering you 24 hours a day. LALATE is now a 24-hour news channel for programming from 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. the next day. So please subscribe. I'm here to get you to the finish line and do it together. Also, like this video. In this video, I'm going to go over what is in third stimulus check and third stimulus package, and I'll be going over those breaking remarks by Joe Biden minutes ago and my reaction to the remarks, and I think you know what I'm about to say. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. Minutes ago, Joe Biden urged the President of the United States to sign the existing stimulus package that's on his table in Mar-a-Lago, which has a $600 stimulus package in it, and say, do it right now. It's a down payment. Now, the comment is contradictory to the rest of the Democrats who are urging an amendment to the bill to be done next week to bring it to a $2,000 stimulus check bill. Not today, just a few days from now, a $2,000 stimulus check. So what is this a down payment for? My commentary of the subject, we simply just don't know. Joe Biden has given us some numbers, but has not given us a number about a stimulus check. Just a few days ago, he was asked, are there stimulus checks next year? He said yes. How much? I'm not going to tell you. But he's telling you $600 is a down payment for something in the future, but he won't tell you the amount. I don't particularly like that. But what I do like is the rest of the things that are coming in third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Let's go over them right now. And I'll be answering your questions about routing times, because I've heard those questions. First, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, that $2,400 you've been wondering about. It's $200. First, let me go over what it is. It's $200 that lands on top of your bank account, top of your monthly benefit check from January to December of next year. It's automatic. You don't have to do anything. And then it also has a lifetime upgrade of about 20% and a new benchmark that'll increase your benefits annually. And that'll kick in next year, the year after. So the question I'm getting is, when am I going to get that money? Well, if Biden puts this to a vote in late January, the first time you'll see this is in February. But in February, according to Biden, you would get $400. You would get the January payment and the February payment together in February. And it's as simple as that. It does not replace the stimulus check of the second stimulus package or the third stimulus check. It's in addition to. This is all real good news. Next, EIDL grant. Oh, yes, baby. It's coming back. EIDL grant will come back for everyone. The current second stimulus package, which is on President Trump's table, is an EIDL grant only for inner city community businesses. This EIDL grant of the spring of Biden will have three parts to it. One, new EIDL grants. Two, EIDL remainder of $10,000 grants for those that applied before but never got it. And EIDL grant for people who just never got a penny during the EIDL process, whether they were a loan or a grant applicant. This is upon the exit of Javita Carranza as administrator of SBA and a new SBA administrator put in place. Okay, that's all very easy and breezy and great news. So what else is the great news? Well, obviously, multiple stimulus checks, darling. Multiple stimulus check. A check every month for 6 months until the pandemic improves or unemployment goes down. Don't know, but that's how Harris, Sanders, and Markey wrote it. $6,000. $2,000 every month for 6 months at least is $12,000 because this pandemic ain't gonna be gone by June of next year. Trust me that. So that's at least $12,000. Hazard pay. Hazard pay. Everyone wants hazard pay, but no one wants to pay for hazard pay. We've heard Republicans and Democrats, moderate Democrats and liberal Republicans want to give you hazard pay, but no one's ever written hazard pay in a single bill. Joe Biden's promising hazard pay. So how would it flow? This is the big question. First of all, the eligibility. Well, the last time we saw a hazard pay bill was in May of this year. It's been a long time. Expect the hazard pay provisions to slightly change. The eligibility, first off. Joe Biden's talking a lot about teachers. He may not talk so much about Uber and Lyft drivers. I don't know. I simply don't know what it's going to do. The hazard pay of May said $10,000, January to 60 days after the pandemic ends. Okay, that's pretty easy. $13 an hour. Okay, that's pretty easy. But how about the eligibility? Not really quite clear. Who's essential workers? Not really quite clear. Will Biden do the same thing as what the HEROES Act said? Not really quite clear. Ultimately, we have to see the bill. I know there's people saying, how do I apply? It's not even a bill yet. It's not even a law yet. There's nothing to apply for. But you should get paid. Now, later in this video, at the 10-minute mark, I will go over what I believe will be the modifications of the numbers based upon if the Senate stays GOP or is not GOP. All right, next, what else? Well, the CDC grant. Yes, there'll be a CDC grant that pays essential workers. The amount, really unclear. There'll be a new rent aid that'll pay low-income families rent aid, especially as things manifest. An extension of free broadband, increase of SNAP benefits is expected as well. And then what I've been reporting for a while, and it's getting a lot of coverage, is I believe that on day one, Joe Biden will do an executive order which extends the eviction moratorium, but doesn't do the CDC one, which I don't particularly like. Just a normal eviction protection on a federal level, a mortgage forbearance, and a student loan federal debt forgiveness. Chuck Schumer has said that Biden can do this by executive orders. I believe he can too. So what is the routing time for all this? Nancy Pelosi said she's going to start writing it. It should have been written by now. Honey, you should be writing this stuff weeks in advance. My greatest hope for you is that this is written by early January so that it's put to a vote by mid-January and that it's signed by Biden when he's president. That they don't wait to January 20 to say, oh, can someone turn on the computer? Let's start writing. That's going to push this back into February, late February. I hope they don't do that. And I don't believe he wants this done either. All right, so is third stimulus the only stimulus package? No. There'll be other stimulus packages after this one, but this is the most critical one. So then the obvious question, as promised earlier in this video, is what's going to happen with the Senate? And does that impact third stimulus check and third stimulus package? Absolutely. On January 5th, 2 Georgia Senate races will determine the outcome and balance of power in the Senate. It has to be 2 Democrat wins for it to become a Democratic Senate. Splitting the 2 seats is not enough. So if the 2 seats fall to the Democrats. Expect everything that I just said to happen. But if the GOP retains control of the Senate, what will happen after that for third stimulus check and third stimulus package? At the 10-minute mark, here's now the update. First, I believe you're going to get the SSI and SSDI because Republicans want that. They've always wanted benefits for Social Security services to be fixed and been improved and increased. That's easy. Multiple stimulus checks depends on how much. $12,000. Oh, no way. There's no way, Jose, that you're ever going to see $12,000 in stimulus checks over 6 months if the GOP retains control of the Senate. You would see a stimulus check again, but just not $12,000 of it. The CDC grant, sure, that'll stay there. EIDL grant, sure, that'll stay there. Republicans love EIDL grant. What else? Hazard pay? Yeah, it'll stay there. It just won't be $10,000. Mitch McConnell's not going to give a single individual $10,000. Imagine a person could get a $10,000 hazard pay, can get an EIDL grant for $10,000. That's $20,000. Can get multiple stimulus checks of $12,000. That's $24,000. It's like you to sit back and give $45,000 for the Biden administration per person in the United States. I don't see that ever happening. No. It's just not happening. So hazard pay would get dramatically reduced. Maybe it's a couple $1,000s. I don't see it even, it may not even be $5,000. What else? The provisions that you presume are populist, like broadband, food, SNAP benefits, child support, those things would, and rent, those things would last under a GOP Senate. It's just the big ticket items, a $50,000 lifeline grant. I haven't even mentioned that. No one is going to be able to sit back and get $86,000 of grant programs from Joe Biden if the GOP controls the Senate. It's just not going to happen. It would just be cataclysmic. So will you get these things? Yes, just not as robust if the Senate remains GOP. Coming up next is Being a Mitch, and I'll have more about this on that show as well. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, go to the chance to subscribe if you're not. Also like this video. Stay tuned and see me next on Being a Mitch.